So while I had the confidence of different people and the wild horse, I knew it was going to be an uphill battle all the way. And so Paddock Paradise was written as a way to, that came out of a Laminitis case, by the way.
Got that book right here.
Right there. Okay.
Yes.
So there was no Paddock Paradise. The book had not been written. And this couple down in Georgia contacted me and they said, we've got a horse that's acute laminitis. Can you help us? We want to save this horse. They had land. They had the horse in the pasture, but it was also hilly to rocky and around the edges. And I said, okay, I have this idea. If you're willing to give it a go with me, follow my instructions carefully, I will help you. And they said, we're in. And so they had a tractor, and I said, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to grade a gravel road around the edges of your property. They said, we are. I said, and your horses will never be returned to the grass pasture in the center. It's history. They said, they're a little nervous. They said, oh, okay. And so they put it together. Midway through writing, giving them instructions, I began to think, I think there's a book here to be written. And as I was giving them advice, I'm thinking about what I'd seen in the wild. Paths that they followed religiously, right? One activity to the next. Water here. We're going to eat that there. We're going to bathe over here. We're going to roll over here. We're going to do this. We're going to sleep over here. So they worked diligently on it immediately. And next thing I know, it was up and operational. They put the horses in there, and I said, you got to stop feeding these certain things. I was aware that sugars were incompatible with the digestive system. And so got to bring that to an end. I'm going to make some recommendations on feed. They did it, and the horse sounded out. They could ride it. They could ride the horse. So, and that happened fairly quick, weeks. So now I'm sitting there. It's like writing The Natural Horse. This is my second book. What do I call it? So I'll call it Paddock because that's what people are familiar with, but I'm going to attach paradise to it. I'm going to lure people, right? The color of the book is going to be green, like lush green pastures, right? And I'm not going to call it wild horse. I'm going to call it natural boarding, right?
You learned.
So I did it. And then I wrote the book and told the story. It's all in there what happened.